Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Start From Seed. Uh, Today, I thought it would be fun for you to come and plant with me. It's June, the weather's beautiful, and you know what I'm thinking about? Fall. That's right, fall. Every fall, the garden centers put out their beautiful, gorgeous fall color flowers. Their mums and their marigolds and beautiful purples and reds and yellow pansies. And I'm exhausted by then. I'm exhausted of growing flowers. I'm exhausted of taking care of flowers, but I really get jealous and want those gorgeous flowers. And they get a little pricey. They get a little pricey towards the end of the season. So what I thought I would do is I would plant up some of my very own grown from seed marigolds. Now I know a lot of people think this is a junk flower. It's got a bit of a stigma. Is that what I want to say? A lot of people don't love them. I love marigolds because they grow. They put out a lot of flowers and blooms. They bloom all summer long. They have an interesting fragrance. They're also a wonderful, wonderful companion plant to the garden. It's believed that the strong scent from the flowers have a tendency to keep bugs away. And here in Grow Zone 6B, marigolds don't really have a lot of pests and enemies. Maybe occasionally an aphid or a spider mite outbreak might happen, but for the most part, they do really well. And come fall, they just look stunning in people's gardens, the yellows and the oranges. These I started from seed. Let me get some more here. And they're getting a little leggy. I had grown them to put them in the garden along with some tomatoes to provide some color and see if they will help deter pests. They're getting a little tall, a little leggy, so I thought it would be fun to plant them up in this cute little cauldron. I've had it for a while, so don't ask me where I got it. And I thought I would put it in a sunny spot down in the garden, and then come, I don't know, maybe August, I'll bring them up and put them out front so everybody will see. And then I'll have this gorgeous array of fall color and be the envy of everybody on the block. Actually, I live in the country, so it's more of a road. So what I have here is this kettle full of potting soil, and I think I have about a dozen marigolds left over. I'm going to amend this soil here with a little bit of organic espoma flower cone here. And I just sprinkle it in there. It is a windy day today. We have had some gross hot temperatures in the valley. The temperatures aren't so bad. It's that gosh darn humidity, as everyone says. And when I tell you the humidity is terrible, like it was at 90 some percent, and I don't know if you know what 90% humidity feels like, but it's just like, ugh, it's so gross. Everything just sticks to you. It takes your breath away. We've been having thunderstorms and things like that throughout the last few weeks, and I haven't really been getting a whole lot of rain where I live. It's kind of been passing us, but yesterday after the storm blew through, nice bit of water, almost about an inch of rain, the temperatures dropped and the breeze came through. It's about 71 right now, and it's overcast. Clouds are overhead. It's a little gray, but that's fine. It feels so cold, but that's just, you know, when you're used to that kind of heat for a couple of days, anything less just feels very cold. So you can see these are kind of getting root bound here, and you can see the roots are coming out. They want out. They want a new home. So that's what I'm gonna give them here. Marigolds were one of those first plants that I ever learned to grow, and my mother taught me when I was very, very little. And I'll never forget it, growing these big flats of these marigolds. My mom loves the yellow marigolds. I think she calls them yellow boys, or I can't remember. This is just a mix that I picked up a seed packet from, I don't know, somewhere. You can find marigold seeds anywhere. And they're probably one of the easiest plants, flowers to grow. There, look at that root system. I've been putting this off to plant these. Like, I think for about 2 weeks now. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. And then finally I'm like, you know what? They're getting leggy. It's time. It's time. It is time to plant these babies up. So, wow, right? I think I'm going to take these. I know there's some leggy ones. I'm not sure how I want to do this just yet. Let's see what we have here. It's quite a few. Yep, 12 of them, a dozen. Normally I like to plant the marigolds up and then put something like black basil in the middle because it just looks so pretty in the fall. And I might space these out enough to where I might do that. So there's not much to it. There really isn't. I'm going to stand up here and do this. I'm going to go ahead and tease these roots out just a little bit. You can see how it's like it wrapped around here and it came up and around. These things are looking for a new place to live. I didn't provide for them. This is a cute little kettle, and it was actually, I use it for the fall plants because I just think it's a cute little witch cauldron. Look at that, there's nothing to it. So, I think I will get some basil seeds and maybe sprout some of them up today. See what I can come up with. This might be a little tight in here. Let's see, let's put him to the side. But like I said, I just love the way marigolds look and smell. I'm one of the few. And then come fall, this is going to be gorgeous. So while everybody else is still trying to figure out what they're going to cook out for our nation's independence, I'm in here worrying about fall. And I'm a summer lover through and through. But it looks like I will be ready come fall with a beautiful planter with gorgeous blooms. Now, marigolds here, you don't have to deadhead them, but I like to because the more you deadhead, the more they're going to flush with flowers. And they're not hard to take care of. You just put them in the dirt, you water them when they get dry, you give them a little bit of attention, and they kind of do pretty good on their own. Like I said, you don't have to deadhead, but I prefer because then I get a gorgeous, gorgeous flush of color and blooms all summer, all the way into fall. And the butterflies around my grow zone seem to really appreciate them too. There we go. Look at that. All done. All done. So I'm just going to give these a good old drink of water. And I encourage you to think outside the box for the season, to think about down the line what you would love to have growing for summer and into fall. And now is the time. Now is the time to plan and to plant. Thank you for hanging out with me today, everybody. I try to upload every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, so stick around, hit that like button, subscribe. You can even hit that little bell button, and that's going to tell you whenever I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, happy gardening, everybody.